Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I'm going to be reviewing this torch. This comes from Home Bargains. It was only £2.99, so it may be good, may not be good, I just don't know. You never know with torches. Sometimes they do get a decent one that's around that price, but normally they're more like £6-7 for a good one. But, well, for an adequate one I should say, and then, you know, 20 quid for a decent one. But anyway, let's have a review it, let's see if it's any good, and we can go from there. Before we go any further, I'd just like to thank my patrons, Paul, David and Simon. You guys are awesome and I really do appreciate it. If you're interested in becoming a patron and seeing behind the scenes footage and early access videos, then just follow the links in the description. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, so here it is. It's the NiteLite Super Bright LED aluminium torch. It says it's got 3 modes: high beam, low beam and flash. Bog standard usual, isn't it? It says it's 70 lumens and it takes 3 AAA batteries. This says, "This is not a toy, keep out of reach of children." Okie dokie. Yeah, all very straightforward. Okay. It feels quite nice actually. The grip on it's quite nice, and it does feel like it's not super cheap. Sometimes you buy these, especially from Wish, and they feel absolute rubbish. Right, let's get some batteries in it. Before I do actually put batteries in it, I'm going to be trying it against this torch, which was £6, and I use it. This is my bog standard one. This is the one I use all the time, and the way I'm going to do it fairly is I'm going to check it with a light meter, and I'm going to use the same batteries. Literally, I'm going to take the batteries out of this, put them in this, and so on, and that way we can know that it's definitely not battery problems, etc. So yeah, let's get some batteries. And because I'm such a cheapskate, these are very cheap rubbish batteries, but because I'm using the same ones in each, it doesn't matter. Okay, well we can definitely see that its refresh rate is not quite good enough for the camera, but that's all good. This is the problem here. Where you can see that dot, that's always a sign that it's a cheap LED, and all this here is rubbish, like, yeah, it's not going to be very good. Right, first off, let me just show you what I mean by that. When you've got a very poor quality torch, you get a singular beam in the middle that is very oh, is this going to actually fit in or not? No. Okay, I'm not going to be able to use these in here because it's a smaller set, but I can show you something. Right, a lot of people don't know, but you can actually use an 18650 battery in these torches, or normally can. So let's see if we can get this to fit in. Yeah. And then, so there we go. This dot in the middle is basically all of the power of the torch just in one area. So if we now take that out, put it in a better version of a cheap torch, you'll see that we don't have the same refresh rate issue. We do slightly, but there isn't just one big dot in the middle. We've got actually, you know, the light is spread out everywhere. So let's just do this for now, just because there's no comparison. There's no point me comparing them at all anymore. The difference in the LED used in this one and in this one, you can see that it drowns it out almost completely. So yeah, sadly, this isn't a very good light. It's fine for maybe shoving it in a bag, you know, or in the car, just for if you're out and about and you break down or something. It's not super useful other than that. Maybe clonk something on the head. Maybe use it as a hammer. But yeah, you can instantly see it dying down. That isn't actually the camera getting used to the brightness, by the way. When I turn it on, and it goes like that. That isn't the camera auto changing the light settings. That is actually the brightness of the LED dying away. So yeah, side by side, you can see the difference. But we'll try it outside, now it's dark anyway, and we'll have a look. Okay, so we're outside and it is pitch black, and this is the torch I'm reviewing. And it looks okay-ish. Obviously we've got the refresh rate issues, but then when you put it next to the other one, there's no comparison. It's literally insane. So don't buy a cheap torch. By the way, that's all I've edge grown. Awesome. Right, so this is my light meter, and at the moment it's getting 84 lux. Lux basically is 1 lumen per square meter. Right, I'm going to shine this over the light meter and it will read 870, but that is because there is one dot of light that is bright and the rest of it is really, really dim, yes? So if I take this one, this is focusable and I can just focus it down, and if I do that, we now have it at 1200. This one, as I say, it only lights it in that tiny area, but as soon as we take that main dot out the way, we're down to very, very low numbers. Whereas this, even if we take it out the way, we're still getting very high numbers. So this one will, under certain circumstances, seem like it's very, very bright because we are shining just the main circle. But obviously this one is much, much more powerful. Okay, so I think you know exactly what I think of this torch. I do not recommend it. If it's all the money you've got, it's not the worst torch in the world. I have had worse ones off Wish. I'm not even going to point you to the reviews of them because they're that awful. If you do want to laugh, then go to my million lumens Wish torch. But it's not the worst thing in the world, but I'd advise, you know, a couple of extra pounds on top and you can get a decent torch that will work much better, and, you know, with focusable lens, etc. So yeah, I would always just say spend a bit extra, buy a better torch. Okay, I don't think I need to tell you whether I like this torch or not. I do not recommend it. If it's all the money you've got in the world, then get it. It's good enough. But to be honest, you can get 99p torches off the internet on like places like eBay that are actually better than this. But it's okay. It's not great, and you know, it's going to light up a room and it's going to last for a decent amount of time, but it's just not the best. So yeah, I advise not to buy this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my Patreons again. I really appreciate all of you. And anyway, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.